we humans have conquered the world. We have explored the deserts, sailed across the ocean, and climbed the highest mountains. We have settled in the most unusual places. But there are a few places we can't go. Some because of their dangers, and others because they are prohibited by law. In this video, we're going to take a look at some places we humans can't or should not go. Our first place is situated in Brazil and is unsettling, especially for people scared of snakes. Ilha da Queimada Grande is 35 kilometers apart from the São Paulo coast and is home to 1,000 to 5,000 snakes. Queimada Grande means big fire, and this name comes from the fact that people who used to visit the island had to set the forest on fire to scare the snakes away. Even though there are over 3,000 species of snakes worldwide, one particular species only exists on this island, the Jararaca ilhoa, as it is known, has a venom that can kill a human in under 2 hours. Because of how dangerous the island is, the Brazilian government has made it illegal to visit the place. Nowadays, only scientists are allowed to go there. Our next stop is in Scotland. This next island has a dark past related to the feared anthrax bacterium. During World War II, the British government decided to invest in a biological weapon to be used against the Germans, and the idea was to make an anthrax bomb. When they found a way to weaponize it, Grenade Island was chosen as their testing site. Located less than 2 kilometers away from Grenade Bay, it was the perfect spot. So a deal was made with the owners, and after the government bought it for $500, they began the testing. They carried around 80 sheep to the island and tied them in rows. Then they would pulverize anthrax spores and see if it would kill the sheep that they brought to the island. They were very happy to see that their experiment worked, but there was one problem. The entire island soil was contaminated and was not appropriate for humans to go there. In the year 1990, the government decontaminated the island and declared it free of anthrax, but the island remains inhabited. Disneyland receives millions of visitors every year, but there is one place inside the park that you are not allowed to access. The name of this place is Club 33, a place envisioned by Walt Disney himself. This place is supposed to be a quiet and luxurious place inside Disneyland. Walt enjoyed the VIP lounges he experienced while doing business with other companies, so he had the idea to have his own exclusive club. Sadly, he never had the chance to see the final result, as the club opened 6 months after he passed away. Only a very small number of people are allowed to join the club every year. It is said that when you're approved to join, you have to pay a fee of $33,000 to secure your spot, and then a $15,000 annual fee. This next place is so forbidden that even scientists are not allowed there. We're talking about North Sentinel Island near India. The land of this island is not poisoned by military testing, nor is it home to dangerous snakes. Well, at least that we know of. The problem is that this island houses a very dangerous indigenous tribe that attacks every person who tries to come near it. In 2018, the tribe killed a 26-year-old man who went there trying to teach Christianity to the locals, and because this island is so out of bounds, his body remains there to this day. In 2006, Indian fishermen anchored their boat near the island and went to sleep, but the boat broke loose and ended up on the island shore overnight, and they were killed. When a helicopter was sent to retrieve their bodies, it was met with flying arrows, so the mission was aborted. But the real reason we can't go into this island is because of the way this tribe developed over the years. You see, they were isolated for more than 60,000 years. This means they don't have cars, they don't know what a TV or a smartphone is, and they also have never had any contact with the viruses that we have. By constantly being exposed to these viruses for thousands of years, we have developed immune responses, So many of these viruses cause little to no harm to us, but a simple cold can be fatal to them and wipe out their entire population. To avoid the extinction of these locals and to respect their wish to not be bothered, the Indian government has made it illegal to dock on the island. This next place is a beautiful rock formation placed in the north of the Czech Republic. Pravčica Brána, or Pravčic Gate, is a place you cannot set your feet on, but it was not always that way. Until the year 1982, you were able to walk on top of the arch. Even though it seems like a strong structure, it's actually very fragile. When tourists walk and run on top of it, it causes erosion and weakens it even more. Because of this, the government had to ban people from walking on top of it. At the bottom of the arch, there is a 26.5-meter distance from one side to another. Starting from the floor, the highest part of the arch is 16 meters high. This makes it the largest natural sandstone arch in Europe. Even though you are not able to pose for your social media photos on top of it, you are allowed to visit the surroundings of the monument and see it up close. And this is what more than 100,000 people from all around the globe do every year. The place is so amazing that it was featured in the first movie of the Chronicles of Narnia series. The images shown in the movie were real, but since you cannot walk on the top of the arch, they had to film the actors in the studio and then do some editing magic to place them on top of the rock formation. Now, we visit a remote place near the North Pole. Svalbard, in Norway, is home to the Svalbard Global Seed Vault, and regular tourists are not allowed inside. At first, this seems like a very small, innocent construction, but what you can see is just the entrance. This facility goes deep under the mountain with a tunnel more than 100 meters long. At the end of the tunnel, the building has 3 vault rooms to store the seeds. This place acts like a computer backup, but for plants. It is used to store seeds in case something bad happens to our planet, like natural disasters or nuclear warfare. In this case, we would be able to restore the plants that were lost and prevent the extinction of some species. Since it's supposed to be a Plan B, this remote area was the most logical choice. It is well above sea level, protecting it from flooding if the sea level rises. The place is also very cold, so it keeps cooling costs low and can help the seeds stay preserved if the cooling systems have any temporary malfunction. At its full capacity, it can store over 4 million varieties of crops and over 1 billion seeds. The stored seeds stay at -18 degrees Celsius, and depending on the species, their seeds can last for centuries. Even though you cannot go take a look inside, you can still visit the surroundings and see its entrance, but they warn you, beware of the polar bear. Our final destination is a cave that was discovered in 1940 by an 18-year-old man and his dog. The Lascaux Cave contains over 600 wall paintings that are more than 17,000 years old. This cave is located in France, but it is not open to the public. In the past, more than 1,000 people used to visit the cave every day, but the heat and humidity produced by the tourists started deteriorating the interiors of the cave, so fungi and lichen started appearing on the walls. Because of that, visitation was made illegal in 1963. Even though you cannot visit the actual place, some replicas were made for tourists, so you can have a taste of the experience you would have visiting the cave. Like and subscribe to the channel if you found this video interesting. If you have any suggestions for interesting topics you would like to see in the future, please let us know. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.